And if they can't compete what they just told you the way you understand it, then you haven't done your job properly communicating it to them. Now, it might be them not listening too, but that's the time that you two get to offer the options of, okay, no, this is what I meant. Do you understand? That's a simple, do you understand? I'm driving down the road last week and got some bullshit phone call that pissed me off. I want to tell you, man, if you're busy and overwhelmed, you know what just getting those calls means to you. My gosh, it just wears me out. So I got contractors. We all know that. And I give them plans. I give them notes. I try to give them everything I think they need. And I'll be damned if they call me and still can't get it. You know, if a subcontractor you've got can't do the job without you, get rid of them. They're taking up your time. You're paying them. And by God, if a subcontractor, that's a whole different side note. You got a subcontractor, you got to go back and fix the shit. No. You need to get somebody else because you're paying them good money to do their job. Now, so I got to thinking because I'm driving down the road and I got off the phone. It's like, gosh, damn it. What part didn't they not understand? And then I got a call. This happened to be the same day. Now, they realized they messed up when they called me because they looked and said, oh, I see it on the paper. But their first inclination was call Chris. That can't happen. And just so happened I was driving down the road. Just so happens that I don't have an office manager right now to answer that phone because I'm answering the phone for every call because it could be a client. And, you know, start October 1, Crystal starting, or excuse me, that's Crystal was my old one. Elizabeth starting, and she's going to be answering that phone. So you can't get a hold of Chris. But I got to thinking about that a little bit. How do others do it? And I got really deep into my thoughts down the road here. And I got thinking about my Amish crews. We need to communicate like Amish. Why? You got to act like you're never going to talk to that person again. Get all your answers questions. Because when they leave, they hard to get hold of. Ain't no phone. Ain't no internet. No TV. I mean, go on down the line. No texting. No email. And if they have to know what's going on when they leave and change plans on them, that's very difficult to do because they don't know you're changing the plan. So communicate like an Amish, meaning that get it out there, get all your questions answered, figure it out, make sure they understand what's going on. Now, how do you do that? Well, talk to them sometimes, and I do this. You got to do this to anybody, whether they're Amish or not. You got to answer the questions. Make sure all those questions are answered. Communicate properly. Give them the plans. If you're a contractor, you have plans. If you're a good contractor, you have plans. Plans are and I try to get this to the client's heads. They want me to build a house. Well, I need plans. What? You just can't. No. We need plans because a plan is going to make sure that this is what you want and you're communicating to me that I'm going to make this into a reality. So make sure they have the plans. Make sure they have the specifications. Like when I do quotes for pole barns and so forth, it tells you exactly what you're going to get. And that's what I expect my subs, my crews to produce. Sometimes when I can tell, and I get excited because my mind runs a little different on everybody else's, and I say, repeat what I just told you. And if they can't compete what they just told you the way you understand it, then you haven't done your job properly communicating it to them. Now, it might be them not listening too, but that's the time that you two get to offer the options of, okay, no, this is what I meant. Do you understand? That's a simple, do you understand? Make them request, repeat. Pretend you don't have a phone. Pretend that they're not going to answer you when you call. Well, just plan on putting your phone, if you're a CEO now, we want you doing other things. We want people answering other questions. Make sure they understand. Ask them. Repeat yourself. Just communicate like an Amish. You're going to ride off in the sunset in the horse, and you'll never see these people again. But you feel comfortable that they've got the answers in their head of what needs to happen. You shouldn't get those calls. Now, I'm not saying all this. I pretend that I'm never going to get a call, and that's not true. But by golly, there's some questions that just don't need, that you shouldn't get if you've done your job properly. Is it your job to communicate? Yes. It's their job to understand. Make sure they do that, because you don't need these headaches. You surely don't mean doing stuff that you shouldn't be doing, and you should rely on them to do their job. When they show up, it's done. I've been very fortunate to never see some buildings that we've ever built. I've seen pictures, but I've never been to job sites. And if you're doing your job properly, you shouldn't have to. If your guy's in charge on site, take care of you, you take care of them, you take care of the client. Now, all that being said, my little rant about getting BS phone calls, I'd love to have a phone call with you if you need help with these problems. If you need to help communicating. Matter of fact, I want to free up your time. Help you free up your time. That's what I enjoy the most. If you have time issues, don't have time to answer that phone, click the show notes in the bottom. There'll be a link to me. We'll have a quick call about how to do that and you can delegate and communicate with your people. That being said, thank you again. This is Chris G., Hard Hat the CEO. I'll see you again next week. Bye-bye.